Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, today we have just got some big news. We have the Tico talks for February. I watched it earlier, so I'm going to give you, a breakdown of that. But yeah, it's actually really interesting. There is some big changes. Now, basically Throne and Liberty is about to change in a massive way, because there is some stuff here that is completely brand new. It's not even on the Korean servers yet. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So before we get into that, don't forget to like the video and also subscribe if you're interested in Throne and Liberty. And yeah, let's jump straight into it. So as you can see here, we've got the downtime, which is going on basically now as of time of recording for the update. What they're going to be doing is for the Talandre celebration, these are the packs that we're going to be getting. These are obviously purchasable from the shop. They're going to cost obviously money to buy these. They're just cosmetics and stuff like that, and you get some lucent. So they're not pay to win or anything. You don't need to buy these. So yeah, these are just very similar to the bronze, silver and gold packs we had for the launch of the early access. If you didn't actually get any of those, they're going to stay in the store up until March the 20th. But you can see here, this is the bronze pack. We're going to get this Amatoy, Detective Amatoy, and then 1,125 lucent. In the silver pack, we're going to be getting the Dappled Dash Morph and the Steam Sarka Swim Morph, which looks like a pirate ship. And then we're going to get 2.8k lucent. Now, the gold pack, as you can see here, we're getting the Clover Glide Morph, the Black Swan outfit, and 6,000 lucent. Now, I would assume, because it doesn't actually state the prices on here, I would assume that these are going to cost the same as the other packs already do in the shop. Now, I'm not in the game, obviously, so I don't fully remember the exact price. But once the servers come back up, just go into the shop and check the original bronze, silver, and gold packs, and I would assume that they're going to be the same price. But anyway, let's get into the breakdown of what is happening and the changes. So let's get into that. So on March the 6th, when the Talandre, Wilds of Talandre actually releases, we're going to be getting obviously the whole of Talandre, the new region, and we're going to be getting all of the stuff that comes with that. Now, if you don't already know everything that's going to be in Talandre, I do already have a video showcasing the Talandre region on my channel already from before on the Korean servers. So go back and check that out if you're unsure what's coming. But what we're going to be getting is 2 solo dungeons. We're going to be getting 2 3-star dungeons. We're going to be getting obviously the big mastery rework, which is already over on the Korean servers. But then we're getting some big changes now. This is brand new. So we're going to be getting field boss rework. So there's going to be 3 portals, because they basically said that even though Throne of Liberty excels in this mass PvP, large scale PvP, and that is what, a lot of people do love, that enjoy the game, they wanted to change this somewhat, because obviously early on there was a lot of zerging, like mass alliances. They did do very well though. They changed that, they brought that down, but there's still, of course, a lot of zerging going on, and obviously smaller guilds and smaller groups of players, they feel like they can't participate. So for now, we have 3 choices. There's going to be a peace portal, a faction portal, and a guild portal. It's going to be 96 max players per instance, and it's going to be inter-server. So the peace version is going to be the same as it always is. All players are going to fight the boss, same like it already is now. The faction portal is going to be 48 versus 48. Think of it like the Dominion events basically. It's going to be that, but you're going to be randomly assigned to a team. It's PvEVP, so you're going to obviously have PvP going on whilst the boss is also going on. So you can choose to try and burn down the boss, or you can just have some PvP fun. Then the guild version is going to also be 48 versus 48. You're going to need a minimum of 36 players from your guild to join. There's also going to be a matchmaking system. The way that this is matchmaking, how it's going to work is they're going to base this on your guild performance, and then obviously as the time goes on and more guilds take the guild portal, They'll obviously try to, I assume, work on it and try and get it as fair as possible. It's never, I don't know how you know, I don't know if it's just going to be based on purely like ranking, like if you're in the top 10 or top 20, etc. like that. I'm not really sure. Now, the Arch boss, there's going to be a peace portal and there's going to be a faction portal, basically the same as what they're going to be changing for the field bosses. But there won't be a guild, well, there is going to be a guild, you know, open world, but there's not going to be an instance portal for that. So if you still want to enjoy the really big mass PvP for the arc bosses, that will still happen. And there's going to be 2 different arc bosses at the same time. So one would guess that, I guess that's going to be a tier 1 arc boss and then a tier 2 arc boss at the same time. So it gives you the choice to go to, you know, one side of the map or the other side of the map, whatever you want to, you know, fancy doing. Now, they are going to be merging all of the tokens, the soul tokens. So they're going to be basically, they're calling it tier 1. There is going to be a proper name for it, but Tico said for now, just call it, there's going to be tier 1 tokens and then tier 2 tokens. And all of the existing tokens currently, they're going to be converted into tier 1 T1 tokens. The weekly missions are also getting a complete overhaul as well. So each mission now is going to reward points that is going to then unlock rewards set at certain milestones. You can unlock more points than is needed to unlock all of the rewards. So you can basically just play whatever you want to do. You don't have to go and do arena. You don't have to then go and do PvE. You just pick and choose whatever you want to do. You do it, and then you'll be able to unlock all of the stuff. Now, he touched upon the gear acquisition, so predominantly arc boss weapons. He said that while they agree that obviously they should be rare, because they're, you know, very powerful weapons, they do agree with people that they're a little bit too rare. So now with this whole rework of the field bosses that we talked about, in theory, they are thinking that we should be able to get arc boss weapons a little bit more easier, but who knows for sure, right? We're not going to see until it comes into play. Now, they're giving us this whole new system, again, another brand new system. This is to allow for more build possibilities and also testing. So you'll be able to literally unlock a slot. So you level a slot, so your headpiece, chest piece, etc., and not the actual item. So this way you can have different builds without having to keep upgrading the item over and over again. So for example, if I level up, as you can see on the video, if you level up your helmet to +9 or +12, then you unlock the next slot. And then once you've done that, you place another helmet into that slot and it automatically gets upgraded. Now, I don't know, because obviously I can't test it yet. I assume once you remove it from that slot, I would assume it gets unleveled, maybe. I don't know. That's what we're going to have to test. But either way, that's really, really cool because there's 3 slots. So you can have different builds, completely different builds, and you don't have to go through the pain because you only have to unlevel the slot. You have to unlock the slot just one time only. So that's going to be cool. They are really trying to clamp down on the scripters in the game because they know there is a lot of people cheating with the auto block in PvP. So they're basically saying, just be aware, we know about it, and we are trying to hunt down for the cheaters. There's now the big combat rework is happening. This is crazy. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see that. We did touch upon this before in a previous video, but I'll put up the picture now so you can see it. But yeah, I'm really excited to see that. Then on March the 13th, we're going to be getting 2 extra solo dungeons, 2 extra 3-star dungeons, Nebula Island, the artifact system, and then the raid frames that they're talking about, which you'll be able to use in guild raids, field bosses, GVG, arc bosses, and also, you know, castle sieges. Then March 27th, we're going to be getting the trait resonance, but there's going to be a change. They're changing trait resonance, so it's not going to be the same. Again, I have videos on my channel of the current resonance system, but I will do an updated guide when we get the new version. Then we're going to also be getting epic runes.
Season 2 of Ranked Arenas and Challenge Dungeons. Then early April, we're going to be getting a whole new runes, a rehaul of the runes. They're going to tell us more later, but it's basically going to be, by the sounds of it, it's going to be easier and less grindy. It's like they're going to like auto level up and stuff like that. We'll have to wait and see. Now that he touched upon hyperboost servers and the reason why they're not doing them, Amazon don't believe that they should do hyperboost servers. So what they're doing instead, we're going to be getting tier 2 blue gear, which is actually stronger than T1 gear. So I don't know. But what he's basically trying to say is that for a returning player or a brand new player, they don't have to stress out because they can complete quests so that you'll be able to have a mixture of tier 2 blue and epic gear that's going to help you get back on track. So yeah, daily buffs and daily login rewards for new and returning players as well. So yeah, that's the gist of everything. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys and girls think of it? So some big changes here. I know a lot of people aren't gonna all like all of these changes, but overall, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, hype is real. We're gonna see what happens on March the 6th. But yeah, stay tuned for more. Have a beautiful day. See you soon. Peace.